When coalition missiles were fired on Syria, and when suicide bombers disguised as UN peacekeepers attacked the Blue Helmets in Mali, a crisis center buried within the heart of the UN headquarters building here in New York was sounding the alarm.
It's a global reach. We monitor and report on countries where there's a peacekeeping operation, or where there's a special political mission, or where there's no mission, but there is a UN humanitarian and development presence.
Here at the UN Operations and Crisis Center, there's a beehive of activity behind me. The UN officials here are monitoring crises and situations around the world, and then in many cases putting out alerts to senior UN managers and operations in the field so they can respond better.
We also issue alerts. This is on breaking events in those particular areas. It could be about a political event, it could be a security event, or it could even be about a natural disaster.
One of the most recent crises was when the U.S., United Kingdom, and France attacked Syria.
When the missile strike started, our first job was to clearly issue an alert on that. You could imagine some of the things that the UN senior management would be concerned about would be the safety and security of UN staff, were any civilians killed in these strikes, and indeed where did these strikes take place.
There are also dangerous situations like the one in Mali where UN peacekeepers and personnel were under attack.
That complex attack involved both the use of rockets as well as suicide vehicle bombs, as well as attackers. So again, the first job of the center was to alert the senior management that that attack was taking place.
Within the crisis center, there are desk officers like Verona Lambert, who is responsible for monitoring conflict in South Sudan.
For instance, yesterday there were a lot of clashes in Jonglei as well as Unity States of South Sudan. So incidents like that.
And for Pap Tala, who monitors crisis in the Middle East region, the job can be emotionally difficult.
The images that you see, not just out there, but also what we receive from our missions, are not just very sad, but also very graphic sometimes as well. And so dealing with this for 12 hours straight does build up some sort of sadness and anger.
Keeping an eye on the outbreaks of violence, natural disasters, and man-made humanitarian crisis isn't easy, but it is key to stabilizing those situations and, in many cases, keeping them from spiraling out of control. Frank Ucciardo, TRT World, the United Nations.